Today, I'll be reviewing Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point, the RMC version of Mean Streak, arguably one of the most hated roller coasters ever built. But now, it is one of the most amazing, overhyped coasters ever built. Do I think it's overhyped? Honestly, yeah, a little bit. Then again, I did ride it when the mid-course break room was active, so it'll be interesting to see what my thoughts will be on this next year. So expect another review to come out next summer after my next rides on Steel Vengeance, but this review will be based on my honest thoughts of the rides that I currently have on it to this date. As you all know, Steel Vengeance is located at Cedar Point, a park that likes to break records, so of course, they had to make the biggest RMC break every single record they could. So let's read through them all. Number 1, the world's tallest hybrid coaster at 205 feet. Number 2, the world's fastest hybrid coaster at 74 miles per hour. Number 3, the world's steepest drop on a hybrid coaster, 90 degrees. It's actually 90.1 degrees. Thanks, Alan. Number 4, the world's longest drop on a hybrid coaster, 200 feet. And number 5, world's longest hybrid coaster, 5,740 feet. Number 6, the most inversions on a hybrid coaster, which is 4. The fastest airtime hill on a hybrid coaster, 73 miles an hour. Most airtime on a hybrid coaster, 27.2. Most airtime on any roller coaster in the world, 27.2. And finally, 10. The world's first hyper-hybrid roller coaster. It's not really a record, but you know, whatever. It's Cedar Point. They have to get a lot. And then, of course, we have to have 5 park records. Cedar Point is now the most steel coaster track at any amusement park in the world with 57,865 feet. That's around 11 miles. And they have the most roller coaster track at one park in the world. It is 60,423 feet. That is 11.4 miles. Those of you who don't know what the 0.4 miles is, that's from Blue Streak. And then we have number 3, which is most rides at one amusement park. That's 71. Most coasters over 200 feet at one park. That is 6. Like, holy crap, that is a lot. Most parks don't even have 1. None have 2. Maybe a few parks have 2. Maybe Magic Mountain. Yeah, Magic Mountain. Yep. And 5. Most roller coasters with the first drop of 90 degrees or more at one park. That is 5. Holy crap. 5 coasters with 90 degrees or more on a drop. That is insane because it's Cedar Point and they overdo everything. Before we get started with the POV review, we gotta get the ride stats. The height is 205 feet. The speed is 74 miles an hour. It has a first drop of 200 feet. It has 4 inversions. It is 5,740 feet long. It's actually the first RMC to be longer than its original predecessor. Yes, I used that word correctly. The duration is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Not bad. Height requirement is 52 inches. I believe it is... Yeah, it's 52 now. It was originally 48, and they raised it because they... I'm not sure why, actually. Maybe because of how intense it is. It runs 3 trains. It's supposed to, anyway. I believe it's still running 2. However, the mid-course brake run is off, if I'm correct. It can have 24 riders of train, and if it is running at full capacity, which it's not, I don't know if it ever will, it can do 1,200 riders an hour. That's pretty darn good. B&M is better. And now with the POV, and just like any other RMC, you're going to come out of the station gradually and do like a normal gradual turn. Like other RMCs, you're going to go into these little bunny hops, which Cedar Point probably included in the airtime total. Honestly, these do give you little pops of airtime. It's kind of fun. They actually surprised me. Then you're going to engage with the chain lift, and this is one of the loudest lifts ever. Like, Jesus, can you guys put some silencers on these things? Like, ugh, it's so loud. When you get to the top, you're going to see a pretty incredible view of this twistiness of this ride. And you're also going to realize that this drop in front of you is 90.1 degrees. And it's pretty insane in the back row, although it's not that crazy like I thought it would be. Then you fly over this little airtime hump. It's pretty awesome. You fly into this big top hat thing. That's what we called it. It's pretty impressive, I suppose. You get some pretty strong airtime and some good laterals. Then you just go into this outward bank, and it's so unexpected and so weird. I love that element. And then you just kind of fly into a double up, and you flip into a barrel roll. And for an RMC, I would expect it to have twisted the other way. So it was really interesting. You just kind of fly through these 90-degree bank turns, and they're really intense. You go through that stall. It's not bad. You get some hang time. You double down, and then you double up into the mid-course brake run. And at this point, this is where your ride starts to be meh, or your ride goes really well. For me, it was still pretty well. I like the second half much better because you just have all these airtime hills. Like, I don't even need to really talk about each airtime hill because each airtime hill provides its own laterals and intensity, and you might get your thighs bruised, honestly. But you see there's an inversion right there. Just I don't really need to commentate on this much. I just need to tell you how amazing it is. Each airtime hill is so intense. And then here you go. You get a sideways one on a wave turn. That's incredible. And you get some whip right here between this roll. And then here, after this bank turn, is the best part of the ride. This is where the ride tries to freaking kill you with 5 airtime hills. No matter what, if you have the mid-course breaker on or off, this will crush your thighs, and you are going to love it. That is my absolute favorite part of the ride, besides the drop. So now I'm going to tell you guys my personal opinion on the ride, and you should not judge your opinion off of this ride. You need to have your own opinions. I'm tired of seeing all these enthusiasts forming their opinions off of other people's. You have to form your own. You have to go ride it. I do not think this is my favorite coaster. Then again, the mid-course was off. I think I could have had a much more intense, amazing ride. Before I got off the ride, and I was just kind of like, I didn't really like it. I loved it, but like, it wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting the most outstanding coaster in the world. But I like Maverick more currently. I like Top Thrill Dragster more. I like Voyage more. And I like Diamondback more. Like, I still haven't ridden an RMC that I like more than Diamondback. And I've ridden 5 RMCs. I mean, I'm a Diamondback fanboy, but Diamondback is just that perfect ride. You just get airtime on every hill. It's just so good. But I don't care. Some of you might think otherwise. But that's what I think about the ride. And as usual, I give a simple score from 1 to 10 because it's simple and great. Every coaster review, I'm giving Steel Vengeance a 10 because I believe this ride is nearly perfect, especially on paper. Look at this thing. It's a beautiful RMC. I just think I need another ride on it personally because I didn't get a very good one. Although it was right after a rainstorm. That was pretty fast. But I think after another ride, I think I'll enjoy it much better like much others do. I hope it would be my number 1 eventually. Although I really do love Voyage, I don't see it passing Voyage. But maybe it could make its way up to the number 2 spot. It could be better than Voyage, you never know. But for now, top 5 will stand as is with Steel Vengeance. I forget if Steel Vengeance is at number 5 or if it's just outside at number 6. But don't judge your opinions based off of mine or anyone else's. You got to go out, ride it, form your own. Those of you who have ridden Steel Vengeance, let me know what you think of this ride. Obviously, most of you will say you love it, but if your opinion's different than other people's and like you want to talk about it, comment below. If you want to talk about how great Steel Vengeance is, comment below. I'd love to hear it. I love hearing your guys' reactions. Let me know what coasters in Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, or Texas you guys want me to review next, because those I've all ridden really recently, and I could do a review of them, and I will be doing it, but you guys have got to suggest it. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick review of Steel Vengeance. I don't want to make it too in-depth like other reviews. I just want to make it quick, simple, just get my thoughts out there, because I kind of had to, because, you know, the 2018 season's running out. So, I had a little bit of work to do here. And I got this review off my chest, so I can say I did it, and you guys can say I did it as well. And I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that usual junk that you're supposed to do on YouTube videos. Have a great day, guys. See you soon. Right on.
Mystic Timbers, yeah, that could GCI, but you really don't need to cry. I ain't really a bad guy. You just ate a little too much pie. I'm sorry I couldn't identify you. Didn't look like you had good in you. I could even see it in your eyes. No need to cry.